Hi guys, a few weeks ago I did a day in my life inspired by the Studio Ghibli film Kiki's Delivery Service, and I really enjoyed making this video, so I wanted to do more days inspired by other Studio Ghibli films because I really love Studio Ghibli films. They are some of my comfort films to watch. I would love to cover all of them eventually on this channel actually, because I do enjoy the majority of the films. But today my day is going to be inspired by the Studio Ghibli film The Wind Rises. When I first watched The Wind Rises, which was a few years ago now, I rated it quite low. It was one of my least favourite of the Studio Ghibli films, and that's because I did find it quite boring. I definitely didn't appreciate it for what it is. I found my mind drifting a bit, and it might be because I really like films with a lot of dialogue in, and I found it quite slow paced, not very exciting. But when I rewatched the film for the second time, my thoughts on it completely changed, and I found myself really drawn into this beautiful story. It's a very simple story, but so heartwarming as well, and I just felt so relaxed while watching it. I definitely appreciated it a lot more. It isn't the most fast-paced film, but it's very calming and also very sad. But although the ending is sad, it's also very meaningful and beautiful, and the animation is just amazing as well, which is what I always expect with Ghibli films. For those who haven't seen the film portrays a fictionalized account of the life of Japanese aeronautical engineer Jiro Horikoshi. In particular, his engineering career during his time at the University of Tokyo in 1923 to the first test flight of the Mitsubishi CAV-14 on the 4th of February 1935. A bit of information on the real Jiro. He was the chief engineer of several Japanese fighter aircraft designs used during World War II. He was born on the 22nd of June 1903, dying at the age of 78 on the 11th of January 1982. The Wind Rises was released in 2013 in Japan and was the highest grossing Japanese film of 2013. The film was met with critical acclaim and nominated for several awards. I first wanted to explain the outfit I'm wearing today, which is inspired by the yellow dress that Naruko is wearing in the film. She's also wearing a straw hat. I've got my straw hat on today. It's a slightly different shape than the one she's wearing in the film, but I really like this one. It's got a bow at the back, and I think it's shaped a little bit like one of those 1920s cloche hats, which is what I like about it. It's got this vintage look to it. And the film The Wind Rises is set in the 1920s, early 30s. And the yellow dress I'm wearing, although it's not like the one Naruko is wearing, I do really love this dress. I think it's shaped a little bit like the dresses from the 1920s. It's a very long dress, actually goes all the way down to my ankles, and it's perfect to wear today for today's weather because it's very hot today. I'm actually going to check what the degrees is. It's currently 23 degrees, which is very hot for the UK. It's not what I'm used to. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go for a walk. There's so many beautiful outdoor shots through The Wind Rises, and so I'm just going to walk around the fields near me, and I also want to pop to the shop as well because I want to pick up a salad, because very bizarrely I think the character is called Castrop, I'm probably pronouncing that slightly wrong. He is seen eating this bowl of green leaves. They look a little bit like watercress, so I don't plan to buy a bowl of watercress, or I don't even think I can just eat a bowl of lettuce either, but I am going to pick up a salad from the shop and have that for my dinner today. I'm just walking around one of the fields not far from me. It really is a beautiful day today. Nice clear skies. I'm hoping to capture a plane flying by on camera because that would be perfect. I keep thinking I'm hearing a plane, but I think there are cars going by. I have quite a few fields not far from me, but this one is the most open of the fields. Oh, I see a plane. Shame it's not a little closer, although it looks like it's coming towards me. It looks like it's coming in this direction. It is. Thank you, plane, for flying by right at this perfect moment. I hear a plane, but I can't see a plane at the moment. Oh, wait, we've got another one. Is that the same one I saw before? Looks a little bit like it. Looks a little bit like the one I saw before. It also looks like it's got a propeller in front of it. I don't know a lot about planes at all though, so I couldn't tell you what it is. Yeah, I don't know a lot about planes, but I do really enjoy going to air shows. I went to one, I think it was a couple of years ago now, when it was the hottest weather that I have ever experienced in the UK. It was 40 degrees, perhaps just over. It was so hot, but I really do enjoy seeing the air shows. I like seeing the red arrows. And I also remember going to an air show when I was on holiday, and I went to an air show and I filmed some of the day. Come to Eastbourne for the day, and later we're going to see an air show which I'm really looking forward to seeing. Lots of people here sat on the beach waiting for the air show to start.
Aboard Whispered Red Line as 8 and 9 put the red and blue smoke on, rolling around the smoke of the other aircraft. Red one about to bank the formation to the left while they change colour. This is Tornado.
Definitely looks more appetizing than a bowl of watercress. I'm now going to attempt to make a Castella Siberia sponge cake. And the reason why I'm going to attempt to bake this is because the Siberia sponge cake appears in the anime Jiro Bai's one, and I have always thought that this cake looks really nice, even in the anime, and I really wanted to make some. In fact, I wanted to buy some first, and I couldn't find this style of cake anywhere to buy, so I realised that if I wanted it, I'm going to have to make it myself. But I'm terrible in the kitchen. I've said this a few times. So when I say that I'm going to try to make it, it's not really going to be a tutorial video. I think if you want to make it yourself, it's probably best you watch someone else's video, because I'm not too sure how this is going to turn out. But I usually have fun baking, even though I'm not very good, so I am still looking forward to it. First, I'm going to have to open my kitchen door because it's so hot in here. In this bowl, I've added flour, butter, milk, and 2 egg yolks. And I'm now just mixing all this together. In here, I'm just whisking together the egg whites from the 2 eggs I used and some sugar. And I'm going to whisk this until it turns into a meringue. So far, I don't think it's going too badly. The cake is now in the oven, and I'm now going to make my red bean filling. In here, I'm mixing some gelatin with water. I picked up this red bean paste recently, and I'm now going to add that into the gelatin. Here's the filling done. I'm going to leave that to cool down while I wait for my cake to bake. The red bean paste I did find really messy. I've never had it before, but basically this is the better of my slices. Here's the other one. The red bean paste was quite sweet, which surprised me. I've never tried red bean paste before, and I wasn't too sure what I was going to think to it, but I enjoyed it. It did take me far too long though. I was supposed to be filming the entire baking of the cake, but because I was just messing around, I was following instructions and I only filmed some of the process. But anyway, I'm glad I did it. As for Wind Rises is basically about Jiro working on a plane, I am now going to make my own plane. It's this 3D wooden puzzle, and I got this one because the plane looks quite old-fashioned. I've never done one of these 3D wooden puzzles before. I don't really enjoy puzzles, to be honest. But I do enjoy Lego. I love building Lego, and I'm looking at this and thinking it's going to be more similar to Lego than a puzzle. I don't know, but I am looking forward to building my plane now. I don't know how long it's going to take. Could you get me some scissors, please? It's a challenge getting into this. Oh no, not more of this. I might need those scissors again. Thank you. So we've got the instructions. They just come out like that. Luckily, I've only taken a few of the pieces out because I just looked at the instructions, and how you follow this, like I said, this is the first time I've done one of these puzzles, but how you follow it, there are numbers on the back of the pieces, and so you follow the numbers, or the letters and numbers. So the first one, you have to find B8 and connect it with B13. So now would be the time to pop out those pieces. So thank goodness I didn't just take out all the pieces right now, because that would have been a nightmare. Would have made it a lot harder for myself. So B8 and B13. I've also had to turn the fan on, if you can hear that in the background, because it's just so hot. These two pieces now should fit together. Being honest, I'm not really enjoying building this plane. None of the pieces fit easily, so I've had to file down a lot of pieces of wood so they fit, and even then they're not fitting brilliantly, so pieces keep falling off. And so far that's what I've done. And then this part here, no matter how hard I try, it will not connect with this front part. And I think it's because this bit of wood here is just a bit too short. I'm not sure, but I've been trying for about 15 minutes now and it's just not connecting. Oh, okay, now another piece has fallen off. I'm getting stressed doing this. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to stop here because I've still got the wings to do and it's getting quite late now. And I really want to end the day by watching the wind rises. So I'm going to stop here before I go mad. And I'm going to finish the plane off hopefully tomorrow. So I will show you the finished piece hopefully in this video still. Here is my plane. It did turn out to be a bit of a disaster. It just wasn't for me. I didn't have patience with it. It involved a lot more sanding. A lot of the wooden pieces just wouldn't fit, so I had to sand down a lot of it. And I had one piece of wood which I'm convinced was just too short. I even redid it and it still just wouldn't fit no matter how hard I tried. My plane ended up splitting here from me trying to fit this certain piece in. And so the plane's taken a bit of a knock in the skies. A lot of it's also balancing. I haven't connected the stands properly because it's all split at the back. I couldn't really connect to that, so that's just balancing. And because of that, I also cannot attach the wheels. So wasn't as successful as I'd hoped. Maybe it's just me, or perhaps I bought a bad pack, but I am convinced that this one wooden piece just was too short. But I'm glad I tried it, and you can tell it's a plane. I just think I will go back to my Lego. Now I'm going to end the day by watching the wind rises.
Listen up! This is the new engineer. It's that genius we've been hearing all about.
Jiro Horikoshi, I am very happy to be here.
I just want to create beautiful airplanes.